And you don't need to secure a financial investment for business incubator. You must be accepted into a Canadian business incubator program. You can apply for startup visa program as an individual and as part of group of up to 5 owners. Friends, if you're an entrepreneur and have been thinking of moving to Canada, startup visa program, I'll just take you through in detail, step by step. I'll show you the government website, what all is required, and I'll also show you how these forms are getting filled. And this is something which you can do on your own. You'll get to see what are the different criteria, how and where you find the designated organization, because this organization has to come into an investment, and one of the document, that is the letter of support, that is required for your application to start with the process. So to start with, this is the official Canada government website, canada.ca. And once you click here, you come to this startup visa program. So this program excludes Quebec. Except Quebec, you can look for any of the province or territory. And there are 3 things what is required, which you can see on the screen. One is you have to be innovative and create jobs for Canadians. If you ask me, this is the most important aspect, because as long as new job creation happens for the Canadians, you are going to be the person in forefront and then compete on a global scale. These are the 3 requirements. And then if you have a business idea, you can apply through the startup visa program. The application part I'll be covering in detail in the next video, and you will find the link in the description, so you can go and check how the application is getting filled and get a work permit while you wait. So if you have already applied for permanent residence through startup visa program, you might be able to work in Canada while you're waiting, and you show that your business will provide a significant economic benefit to Canada and bring enough money to settle. So this is another section. Again, video soon will be made. Then this section, okay, you see here, this is for the business who want to support the entrepreneurs. So the business, there's a list of designated organization which already exist, and you'll also get to know some of the organizations are getting priority based on the assessment that the job creation and scalability can be achieved. So if someone want to be a designated organization, they have to come here and they have to update their profile, Canadian Venture Capital or Private Equity Association or National Angel Capital Organization. And if someone wants to help an entrepreneur with their startup, then they can find a support here. Okay, so this is for the business part. Now, list of designated organization for the startup. Okay, so there are 3 types of categories, and based on these categories, the requirements also varies. Okay, which we will get to see. You have venture capital fund, angel investors group, and business incubator, and you have to get a support of 1 or more designated organization listed below. So once we come down here, okay, who are getting the priority in application system? The priority is for venture capital funds, angel investors, business incubator with committed capital, and right now the priority processing is happening for organizations in Canada's tech network label. Okay, so don't worry about all these things. This is a basic preview, and when it comes to designated organization, here all this venture capital fund which is listed here, this is the entire list. Okay, you see here it's a long list. So you must get at least one of these groups to agree to invest a minimum of $200K. So they have to agree to invest. Okay, so you see this here, and this is the entire list. Then if you come to the angel investor group, you must get 1 or more investor connected to these group to agree to invest a minimum of $75K. These are the list. And if it is a business incubator, right, this is the most interesting part. So you must be accepted into one of these programs. And right now, if you look at Genesis, Invest Nova Scotia, Innovation Factory, and Invest Ottawa. So these are all the priority processing list. And what is the minimum investment that you need to apply through the startup visa program? Here, if the investment comes from designated Canadian venture capital fund, you must secure a minimum investment of $200K. So I showed you the designated venture capital fund. Then if it is from the designated Canadian angel investor group, you must secure $75K. Okay. And you don't need to secure a financial investment for business incubator. You must be accepted into a Canadian business incubator program. I have already shown you the list of designated organization. Once you have the business idea, you come and click here, start your startup visa application. So here on this page, you can see the processing time is 37 months. Okay, and the fee what you would be paying is 2,385. So this fee is for the process. You have to remember that. Then who can apply? Find out if you are eligible. You click here. You can apply for startup visa program as an individual and as part of group of up to 5 owners. Either way, you need to meet certain requirement. You must have a qualifying business. So your business, what it has to qualify, you must hold 10% or more voting right, and applicant designated organization together must hold more than 50% of the total voting right. So if your application is successful, you need to incorporate business in Canada, provide active and ongoing management of business from inside Canada, and make sure an essential part of business operation happens in Canada. So this is the qualification. Then you have to get a letter of support from the designated organization. So designated organization list, I had shown this to you earlier. Now for the letter of support, it's a very simple letter of support document, IMM 0211E, where these organizations who are committing, they give you their reference number, which goes on to the document, and then you update your document with all the names of individuals who will be within this startup program, and whether they are important and urgent, or they're important and not immediately needed. So you'll be able to see that document filling. I have made a video, and through that you can see how simple that document process is. Now, there is a designated organization cap. Each calendar year, 10 complete group will be accepted per designated organization. So each of the organization, what was listed, there is a cap for each organization, 10 complete group. And so you have to meet the language requirement. It's a very basic Canadian language benchmark 5. What are the approved agency through which you can do this language test done? So these are the organization, okay? And here the entire list is given for the language proficiency. Take time to go through this. When I started my PR journey, I came under Express Entry system, and I found the application portal and the system to be very fair and direct, and I did not have to go through anyone. And as I look at this document, I feel that if I had to start my life as an entrepreneur, I would have done this with ease. So bring money to settle. And here it says Government of Canada won't support you financially as a startup visa immigrant. So if you're coming as a family of 4, then you need to bring this money, and whatever the strength of your family is, based on that, you need to have the bare minimum money. And for each of the family member, more than 7 people, you have to keep adding this up. Okay, so this is the part, and then we come to how to apply. You have to give your biometric. In most cases, you give your fingerprints and photo after you apply. So let's see how to apply. So you have to create a permanent resident online application portal account. So you'll find the link on how this application portal account is made. It's very easy. You give your username and password, then you will be sent a unique code. Once you enter that, then you can set up a remaining online document system. So the instruction guide, this will help you with how to fill the form in detail, and you just need to have all the supporting forms and documents, and wherever signature is required, you need to have that. Typically, you need to fill following digital form. That is the generic application form, IMM 008, where mostly your details are there. Schedule A is background and declaration, which is form IMM 5669. So each of this form you will find at multiple places, whether you're applying for work permit, PR, and so on. At many places, forms, it's like you can keep adding these forms depending on your circumstances. So the forms have a standard format. All you need to do is you just need to have all the right forms attached when you're sending your application, and you have to fill out these PDF form. You don't need to sign them. You just need to upload them online as an application, and whoever the principal applicant is, you'll have to electronically sign for the entire application. So document checklist, okay, we will go in detail. I'll be making series of video on this. And then schedule 13. So once these forms are completed, you print and complete, sign it by hand, and only if they apply to you. So you can upload this document and use an immigration representative. So if you're using any representative, find out how you can create an account and submit application on behalf of your client. If you're doing it on your own, this is not required. And then, we'll come down. Photo specification, these are easier things. Okay, you just need to meet the specifications and then everything will be taken care. Then you pay your application fee, which was shown at the start of the video, and this keeps changing every year. So based on the inflation and all other things, this keeps revising. Recently, this was changed on 30 April 2024. And these are the fees which will be, in most cases required. Biometric fee, third-party fee, medical, police, language testing. These are additional fee which will go out of your pocket, and this is not part of the fee which you will be paying to IRCC. Then you submit the application online. And before submitting, you answer all questions what is asked in the form, electronically sign your application, and then include your processing fee receipt. Upload all the supporting documents. Just make sure that the application is complete so that it does not get rejected, and fix any error. And for that, check, recheck, cross-check. And once that is done, you can move to the next step. That is, get your fingerprint and photo taken. Your application gets assessed. Processing time, I had already made a mention. Then you will be called for medical exam, police certificate, and then your decision on the application will be made. Then you get the confirmation of permanent residency. So this is the typical process for the startup visa. And I hope you find this video helpful. I'll be showing how to prepare the document and all of that in subsequent video. But this is the detail on startup visa. I hope you find this video helpful. Do comment and let me know. And there are other videos related to business in Canada, life in Canada, and then also pick up my website where I have organized everything for you to go and find these resources for free. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching.